Look at it right here. It's just bowed. We bent the heck out of that thing. I don't mind that. It looks big under there. That looked big until that. All right, morning. We're in the shop. We are working on the tow truck. As a lot of you guys seen, we whipped on her pretty hard at the off-road games. That was a thrash. We got her done. We may have fixed it. We fixed her. Wing full set now. Looks like the Fab Rats is here. Good! Yeah. Woo! That's the military. We definitely bent the rear end today.
Definitely bent it?
Oh, the rear end is bent. Should have jumped her maybe. I don't know. All right, that's a wrap on the off-road games. We are out of here. We're all packed up. We got some broken stuff. We got some unbroken stuff. Let's go back to the shop. Without you guys, I'm digging holes and filling them back up again, so thank you. She needs some love. So rear end is in bad shape. We bend a tube on it. It needs some new gears in it. It needs a whole new rear end, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna run down to the boneyard. I think I got another one down there, a Dana 80 this time. A little bigger, a little heavier, it'll hold some horsepower. So I'm gonna send Jace in the wood truck. Me and Tom are gonna take the rollback because we gotta get the Mini X to drive over there to pick this thing up because it's heavy. Here we go. All right, Jace just got here. Let's burn over there. I'll follow you in the Mini X. Let Tom jump in with you. We'll go load the rear end up. Well, what is it? Where is it supposed to say it in the webbing?
It's supposed to be cast right here.
Okay.
Want to flip
I
it
don't
over?
feel any casting mark in it.
I can see there's numbers right here. 680.
I think that's gotta mean something.
I'm sure to somebody, somewhere. They're like, yeah, you idiot, that's an 80.
It looks beefy though.
What? Oh, it's bigger and tougher and all of the above.
Wide enough?
Is it wide enough? It's wider.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a dually, so we'll have to move all this. The brakes will be out here. I think that is the rear end we're after. So this came out of Landon's truck that I built him. This was the original dually, and when it was a 2-wheel drive dually long bed, this was it. So
That's why you save parts.
no doubt.
Or we take the axles out of that thing and put under it.
I don't need bigger. I just need, well, I do need bigger, but I don't need gianter. I just need tougher.
That would last a jump, I think.
Well, I'm not planning on jumping it. Occasionally we jump the tow truck and bad stuff happens. I'm gonna try to avoid that until next year probably. All right, I'll load it.
Let's break the housing.
That's way easier than lifting it. Let me show you. You can see how bent the wheel is. It's bent forward and in. So it's rubbing this, it's rubbing in here right now. As you can see, it's not supposed to be rubbing there. So we've got problems. We're gonna drop to 513 gears, which is gonna help, I think. So I'm gonna put Landon to work here. He's gonna go ahead and get all the sand off this thing and out of it, vacuum it out, pressure wash the 90 weight that we left everywhere, and we'll see if we can't get to work on this truck. Rear end's in the shop. We got a whole passel full of parts here. So now I guess the option is to gut this thing, tear it apart, put a truss on it, get it put in. So here we go. Well, doesn't look terrible in it.
Not too bad. These are open diff.
Yep, big old open differential. We'll fix that.
What
We're gonna
gears
put
are in
some-
those?
What?
What gear is in that?
Oh, I imagine it's 305s or something high. It was a diesel. Diesel's RPM out at 3,000 RPM, so they put gears in them so you can go. All right, we're losing some parts here, getting stuff tore down, fixed up. There we go. Okay, pull the other side off. Landon had to run down to our local diesel shop, Bear Diesel, and borrow a socket from them, because turns out I don't work on Dana 80s all the time, and we needed a socket. So we'll get this off and get him his socket back. Look at that, 90 weight hands. So before I pull these caps off, I'm gonna go ahead and mark them so I know which side to put them back on, because they're machined. So this rear end gets bolted together without a carrier in it. They line bore it so that everything's right. So if you put these on the other way, they're gonna be upside down and not match up properly. So we'll just take a punch and put one mark on that side, put two on this side, So we know those two line up and the other two lines up. Then there's no question which side went where or how it goes. We've lost a whole bunch of weight off this thing. I'm gonna get the pinion out of it real quick, then fire the plas cutter up, start chopping everything off we don't need. And then we got a truss over here. Artec's not my sponsor, but they had the beefiest truss that I could come up with. It's supposed to be 3/8 thick on the top and 1/4 everywhere else, so we'll see if it fits. We've got gears, air locker. The truck has 5/38s in it currently. We're gonna drop it down or up to 5/13s. Try to get that pinion a little bigger. Another tooth on the ring gear at the same time, so some cutting. Tom, he's over here just building his little heart out. He's got all sorts of stuff cut out. Check this out. He's cutting angle iron. Whole bunches of it. Let me go show you what he's building. So our grate wasn't forklift certified, so he's building us some new grates for our drain system so that we can drive across it and we don't have problems. So we'll show you, we'll check back in with him when he gets going together so you can see what he's building. Alrighty, we're about to the point of cutting everything off and cleaning it up. We got the pinion out. We had to hammer on it a little bit. I think we're ready to fire plas up, but it's lunchtime currently. We're gonna run to a new barbecue place that just pulled into Orderville. It's a food truck, but they have a building. I don't know how it all works. We're about to find out, so we'll take you and show you our new option for food. All right, made it here. We'll go in and test this food, see if the barbecue's worth having. So, Landon didn't video one single thing of meat other than that, but look at that. You're gonna have to imagine what it looked like because we ate it all, but it was good. So back to the shop, back to work. All right, we're gonna bolt this cover on real quick. I don't wanna get metal inside of this. Plus, this is a 3/8 thick cover that is gonna help keep this thing from moving when I start welding on it. So we will bolt it in place. Look at that, it fits. A little emblem right there is probably some of the reason that it fits. That's Moto built. They build quality stuff.
That's a good looking cover.
Wow. How does that happen? Extra bolts. That never happens. Looks good on there. This should solve all of our rear end woes in the tow truck, really. One slight concern. I don't remember how much room I gave here to fuel tank. I'm gonna go look. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Like, there's not enough room in between the fuel tank and that, but the fuel tank's above it. So we're good. It's gonna miss. Everything will be happy. Happy, happy, happy. I'm gonna run this thing outside. We're gonna pressure wash it all off, and then we can start with the cleaning process of the getting all the stuff off. Right now, it's a little dirty and it's not gonna arc. It's got some like undercoating stuff on it. I'm hoping we'll pressure wash off. We'll see if we can get it cleaned up, back in the shop.
A pleasure washing session later.
Alrighty, here we go. Plasma time. She cleaned up nice. All that black undercoating blew right off of it. So a little time lapse of me chopping it apart. Y'all, little cleanup plasma cut and then some grinding, and I'm gonna let Landon grind. That's how good of a guy I am. You're welcome, Landon.
Thank you.
I feel like you're part of this build. All right, that's cleaned up. I'm getting anxious to see that truss cutting on there and see what he's gonna look like.
Okay, so I got done cleaning up the whole rear end. It's all ground up. Now my dad is gonna throw this truss on it. Then hopefully by the end of the day, it'll start looking back like a rear end. So on to that point.
See how this goes on here. Probably something of that nature, like that.
Contour wise, it looks proper.
Pretty sure those all touch in the middle. This is the problem that I'm currently having. Because this is supposed to go on. We'll get back to you. You can turn it off. Spend good money on parts so I can cut them up with a plas cutter. Looks more legit.
Couldn't be any worse.
That's a valid point right there. That's not terrible. Really?
Yeah, you come out perfect on your top notch.
I think it's... I should have designed their truss for them.
There you go.
Our tech guys are watching like, you freaking morons! You ordered the wrong one!
If you had only ordered the right parts, it would fit.
It's highly possible. I'm not saying I didn't, but how many Dana 80 trusses are there? What I don't understand is why can't you just lay this one on it, roll it out there? Should be able
notches though
to do that right there and just chop that. Right?
Everything I'm looking at says yes.
I mean, it's gonna be really close.
it has to be on top of the casting, so where else could
You know what? Feller can worry a thing to death. Let's cut it apart. I got a welder. Guy once knew said, I can ruin something 3 times by the time it takes you to make a decision. Like, okay, let's do it. All right, a little bit of trimming and a bunch of grinding. The truss is on, so I like it. It's gonna be good enough for what we need. So we know that somewhere in here this is getting cut off because our spring perch is gonna go right here. And then we're gonna end up trussing the rest of this out with a piece of square tube. There's a lot of work left to do. So I won't weld it to the axle tube currently. I'm gonna weld all the truss together and we'll weld to the tube later. A whole lot of welding gonna go on now. I know you're gonna be surprised, but that's hot. Yeah.
just had to test it out.
Yep, I just grabbed hold just to see how it was.
All right. Well, the good news is it fits. I think we should be able to drive just about anything we want across that. It's all boxed in. It's welded down all the insides, all the way around. And we'll replace that with that. Only 4 more to go. So I'm cutting these notches in so that when it sits down in there, welds in, it's at the right height.
Everything is welded together. We'll let it cool off and I'll start welding axle tubes in. All right, tubes aren't coming out. They should be there. Look at that. I'll bet we can drive anything we want across that now.
That'll support just about anything you own.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That dozer's
A dozer's pretty heavy. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. Real nice, Clark. I knew when I got those that they were pretty underbuilt for what we needed.
The next day.
All right, we're getting ready to pull the tow truck in here. We're still working on rear end for the tow truck, but Jace decided he needed to fix his truck really quick. So Adam's got us driveline for his truck. If you'll remember back to when we fixed Jace's truck, the front driveline was terrible. It was about ready to spit itself out. This one's never had enough articulation in it. At full droop, it maxes the CV joint out. It's broke the ball in the middle of it. It's all loose. We're going to go ahead and put this driveline in this thing and test it out. We got a new yoke from Adams, got hardware for it. So Jace is gonna go ahead, get this thing bolted in, and we'll give her a proper test and see what it's gonna do, see if it'll turn under full droop. It appears to me that this has the same travel that has, but maybe the different U-joint up here, this is 1310, this is 1350, so maybe upgraded U-joint is going to change some stuff. We'll find out. All right, yoke's coming off. There we go. Let me get a hammering utensil.
Longer yoke, a little tap off of there.
Oh, that came off pretty easy.
New part. She might need a new bearing in the future.
Possible.
We're only in 4-wheel drive sometimes, so it's okay.
We'll get this all bolted in and see if it will turn all the way around and hopefully fix. Got the old Adams drive shaft all installed up. She's looking good. Jace is gonna be back in 4-wheel drive business and out of my shop so I can get the tow truck back in here.
What's that noise?
Oh, no, it's not. That's that pulley. That's that idler.
Flopping around in there.
Yeah, it's that idler. We gotta deal with that too. All right, time to tear things apart. Let's see if you guys can spot the problem. Look at it right here. It's just bowed. We bent the heck out of that thing. So tires rubbing my shock up here. It's just not happy. If you notice this other side, lots of space, everything's happy, not bent. Not happy, really bent. Tire is at an unnatural angle. Probably what I'm gonna do is take the rear end off the table that I'm currently building, set this one on the table, unbolt it, get it out of here, and then we'll put the other one back under here. Then we can get spring perches where we need them. Landon should be back shortly with the material I need for the spring perches. And then we can start building this thing. There's a lot of sand under here.
Wonder why.
I don't know. This shows you. Look at that. It's almost maxed out. And this one's just straight up and down. I'm hoping to be able to use all of the spring perches and all that stuff. The brake lines should come off and go right back on. So most of the stuff is going to work. We just got to change the stuff that doesn't. Tires are coming off. All right, so Dace showed up in the shop today. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
He's got some problems here. It appears that the steering's broke. Is it hard to ride like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna ask him?
Can please, Paul, can Fab Rats fix this?
We're gonna try it. I'm not real good with plastic stuff. We'll see if we can make something stay together. If it was metal, we'd just weld it.
Yeah.
But we'll find some screws. I think we found enough screws to get it put back together. It might make it a couple more days before the plastic rots away. How old is this thing?
10 or 15 years.
Walmart quality. There. Good stuff. All right, take it for a rip.
Yep, ride it.
See if it works.
Go.
Does the steering wheel work? Turn it. Well, looks like it turns. You're in good shape now, buddy.
What do you tell Uncle Paul?
Thank you.
You're welcome, dude. Take her back to the pond and you can do laps down there.
This was at the pond.
Yep, take her back down there and you can cruise it on the concrete.
Okay.
See you later, dude. Alrighty, we are ready to drop a rear end on the ground. Land's putting the trans jack under it. And we'll start pulling U-bolts out of this thing. I think I got everything unhooked and out of the way. We'll get this one out and start figuring out new stuff. Land, he's the driver, so he drives. He went to the steel company this morning down Scholson's and got us some metal. We got spring perch material. So this will go inside of there, and we'll be able to cut saddles and make good solid spring perches that basically act like a ladder bar to keep the axle from rotating. So it's gonna help out. All right, let's pull this thing. As long as she doesn't fall, it's gonna get a little ugly. We may have to request Tom's help here shortly. That was what I was after. We're going down. Okay. Right here, like that. We'll go get a forklift. You are doing it. You own it.
Her nose is heavy.
Yeah. All right, we are building spring perches currently. Gonna drop this, chop this out, 45 it on each end. I'm making it 12 inches long. We'll drill the hole in the middle of it, and then we'll cut a arch in it to set over the rear axle, and we'll have some spring perches whipped. Then we can go ahead and figure out what we got to have for U-bolts, and then we should be able to put this thing together. I got to build top pads for the springs. There's a bunch of building that goes on, and then I got to build the whole rear end. After a bunch of cutting, I finally have one cut out. So it's just receiver tube. One slides inside the other, like so. Then it's going to get fully welded in here, both sides. Then we'll put a single hole up here where the spring's going to go in it, and then we'll cut a moon shape out of here where it's going to weld to the front end. So I think those are going to be ladder bar / spring perches that are going to do everything I need them to. All right, welded up, ready to calculate some holes, and Landon went after a drill bit so that we can get them setting onto here. Then we'll slide this table over, set it up underneath, get the pinion angle marked, probably tack them in place, and then we can cut the truss, set that in, get it fully welded down, then we're getting somewhere. All right, I've done a little calculating and some math. That will cut the arc we need there. This, it's hotter, I'll just grab it. We're gonna take it over to the mill, put it in there. Land brought us our drill bit that we need to cut this out. We should be in the chips. We've got things going on. She's chucked up. We're about ready to cut it. We're gonna brace this end up with some stuff here. What are you laughing at? This is gonna work fine.
This does not look dangerous at all.
It's not. This is good stuff. This is gonna be nice. It's gonna cut a nice slick hole through there, and then we're moving on. Yahtzee. Okay. She's beautiful. All right. She's spinning the correct way. Let's start making noise. bottomed out. We're really, really close.
It's
But-
got to be all but.
Yeah. It's close, but no cigar, man.
So just take the small death wheel and cut it in the middle.
Yeah.
Drop both those pieces out, and then you don't have to deal with the top.
it
We
back
can
in.
line the bit back up.
Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Oh, it's so close to being through. Not even funny. Okie dokes, here we go. We just broke it off of the
Off the top piece.
what?
Back.
Shell back among the living again.
Kind of. This was the worst. This has been the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. I told Paul I would take 3 C-sections over this crap. I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is, you infected coop.
He's got it again?
He's sick.
He's just sickly.
Huh.
Maybe he's just sick of work. I don't know.
Bet you can weld that back together.
I'm going in.
Well, I got you something from Jeg.
Something will give this time.
Throttle position sensor.
Oh, you opened it.
Would you like this?
What if it was something that I was trying to get you for your birthday and I didn't want you to know about
I'm
it?
pretty sure Jegs would not have been the box.
Jegs has everything you need for your birthday, Michelle. Everything. Oh.
It's a little crooked.
She's a little creaking. She's gonna be fine. Help. Woo! What? I can't hear. I'm deaf. If we did our math correctly, Lan, this should just woo doggy.
We did something right.
We can read a tape measure today. All right, now we gotta go cut the other one, punch the hole in the top, and then I think it has to set somewhere like that. Then we'll cut this off, weld it into that, then we'll build this one, and we'll put the brakes on it. Never ending stuff. All right, so our bit gave up on us. We didn't get it cut out. So I guess that leaves the plasma cutter to finish this off. It's not gonna be nice and smooth like the other side is, but it'll be cut still. Like it burnt all the hairs off my arm. Look at that. It did burn all the hairs off my arm. Whew. Little grinding necessary on that one. Bill, I think that'll work, won't it? See any problems with that?
I mean, it fits.
Fits. Let's go punch a hole in the center of it now. We got it. One layer on to the next. All right, just like that. She's drilled and ready to go on the rear end. I like it. We'll be good to go. on to the next one. All right, last one is all drilled out. We're ready to roll this over, set the truck down on it, figure out angle, tack them into place, then the truss can go on and get welded in. Then we can put brakes on it. We got lots of work left to do. Let's go build some stuff.
We're way this way.
Yeah, we can slide it. Okay. There we go. Now we just got to figure out where it fits.
So I
8 1/4. Final answer.
8 1/4.
8 1/4.
I am 9 7/8. It's got to go quite a ways.
Okay. That's 4 1/4.
Okay,
Right there.
I'm dead on 4 1/4.
What do you think, opinion-wise?
I zeroed on the bolt clamp
Yeah.
and then went to the pad. It was 86, and this one's currently at 88.7. So you're within
Yeah.
a couple degrees.
I'm tolerable. We'll check the side to side, and I think I'm gonna weld those perches on it. We'll pull it out and cut the truss and get it on there. We can get the brakes put on it, and then we can probably build the outside piece to the back of the hub, just so that doesn't bend again. I don't plan on jumping this every day, but I want to know if I actually do jump it, I can drive home. It's not gonna be broken. So it looks freaking mean under there.
It looks huge.
It's because it is. We're gonna set these things home. We're getting there. She's welded in there. Rear end mounted. Well, starts of a mount. My only concern is the U-bolts are gonna go up through there. We may have to notch for U-bolt to slide up through it, but I'm game to notch that. And it should be a matter of just figuring it out, putting it in the bandsaw, and ding, chop it off, right?
Well, that's what the theory says.
In theory, it should.
I got some theories. What time is it?
3:02.
Gosh, I gotta go to track practice. I'm out of here.
1 hour later.
Back from track practice. I'm gonna get these ends trimmed off, and we are gonna get this thing setting on the rear end, see if we can get her welded down tonight. There's one. On to the next one. Let's see if she fits. Probably gonna have to trim this side over here. She's a little close, but I like it. I guess I'll trim it and then we'll set it in there and see if it misses the springs. Then we can tack it in place. Okay, that's guaranteed to do something.
Be better or worse, one or the other.
It's gonna be better or worse. For better or worser?
Doesn't look bad.
What do you think?
Not bad.
That's what I think.
Feelings aren't hurt about it.
Let's lift that off of there. Beautiful. It's beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Start a new singing career here shortly. My fabrication career doesn't pan out. Me and Garth Brooks, you know, like when he did that. What was his weird album?
I'm head over heels and it shows.
I don't remember what that
Yeah, it was terrible, whatever it was. I remember that much about it. Oh, I'm hanging. Got him.
More gooder.
Gotta go forward.
Forward?
Right?
No.
Backwards.
The other forward. Should be close. There we go.
Okay.
Did use my hand.
See any reason it can't set right like that? Oh yeah, that'll hit my bump stops up there. Bump, bump, bump.
Oh yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a couple little
Okay.
I don't mind that. It looks big under there. That looked big until that came about. That's hefty. All right, now I just got a whole bunch of welding. Not gonna bore you with all that. We'll just show you bits and pieces and I'll weld it together. Alrighty, she is welded up. It is good to go. That's all I'm gonna get done on it today. That is, gotta let it cool down. Next time, we're gonna get lockers, brakes, everything put in here. Gonna bolt it in and see if we can't make it work. Well, we got drive lines. We got a lot of stuff left to do, but we're that much closer. Dana 80. Thing's big.